All right. Now let's see if we can figure out how to flip that around. Would be nice. Let's see how we do that. No. Okay. I probably had the biggest audience ever. And I'm trying something on my phone I've never done before. Let's see. What does it show? I don't want that. Okay, I want it to flip around. There we go. Hey, y'all. Well, probably won't find anybody because I'm very late. I pulled a boomer thing. I had a hearing doctor test at 2:15 and they couldn't change it. And I'm like, how on earth am I going live at 2:30? And I've been gone about an hour and it no and oopsie and cotton and Kelsey's on the floor. Think I've been gone for, a couple of months or something. Anyway, and cotton's getting them away. What does that mean? Oh, let's see. I see there's two, and I'm not on Facebook. Last time I had everybody joining me from Facebook. Oh, there's Happy. Hey, Happy. Welcome. And I'm sorry this is going to be a shaky last second video. I forgot I had a hearing doctor's appointment. I'm going to see if I can flip this around again. Let's see. And I'm going to let these babies that all ran out the door. Here's some of my kids. Here's some of my kids. Let's see if the donkey will talk. I don't know if I can. I don't think she will. I can zoom in on phone, or at least I don't know how to. Hi, Gabby. Welcome. That's my donkey Eloise, if y'all can see her. I'm on Restream on my phone for the first time, and I don't know what I'm doing. Come on, girls. Which is typical, you know. We wing it around here at the Wagon Tails all the time, but y'all get to see some other avenues. Come on. We have these guys space in here for feeding time. This is my old boy Pastor, and he can make it to about the kitchen before you have to come pick him up. That's just the rule. And then that's Fiona, and that's Phoebe. They were my first Chihuahua litter, and ended up Mama couldn't get let them go. Pastor is the daddy, my first male, and Prom. She's the mama of them all. She started everything. Can y'all hear me okay, or is it? I know I'm a loudmouth anyway, but let's see. We got Believe. Hey, Believe. You tell them you're going to your first dog show, Believe? So we're going to a dog show this week. Yep. Thursday and Friday. Oh, no. Quit getting jealous. No's trying to be jealous. That's a Bendigo. That's goodness gracious. She want to get in on it. That's No. That's Kelsey. Who am I missing? Where's Ups? Upsy, where'd you go? Did you get left outside? No. Yep. Ups got left outside. Hey, Mama left me outside. You want to do a trick for him, Oopsie? Don't be fussy at the other girls. See, we got up here, see if Oopsie do a trick or two. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I got a little bitty screen on my end, and so it's hard to tell if I'm pointing the camera right. Turn around, Oopsie. I didn't say that yet. Turn around. Now the other way. Quit anticipating me. Sit upright. Sit upright. And we hadn't practiced this in a long time. Plus, I have 6 other sissies around. There you go. All right, everybody else, what tricks y'all know? We'll see if we can get a trick train going. That's Cotton, the white one. And it's Believey. That's Believe. Yeah, her trick is jump. Jump. Good girl. Good girl. We have to do the tricks one at a time because, oopsie, you're going to want a treat and then they're going to get jealous because you're doing all the tricks. And some of them don't know tricks very well. They have their own tricks. Turn around. We call this the JJ Bean Dance. Turn around. Good. There you go. Turn around. The other way. The other way. Good girl. And then she cha-cha-chas on the back feet. In the ring, I used to get in trouble because Oops would be going around the ring on her back feet. I had to stop letting her do that and make her walk on 4 feet. It's hard to be a show dog if you're standing up on the back too. Let's go out here and face green smiling. Okay, cool. Hey, leg warmer lady. Let's walk out here and I'll give y'all a taste. And then I have a funny joke. It's going to get a little loud out here with my daycare babies. They all got to talk. And they can get very loud. Very loud. Say, we are the daycare crew. Lucy's board with He's daycare. Comes us off its first. Daycare babies. And if I could bottle Harley's energy, I'd be a millionaire. I could just sell it for $9.95. When I get back to the house where y'all can hear me, my kennel adjoins my house, so the babies are always right through a door from me. But anyway, the, it, some of them can get very loud. We can discuss LP's dog for sure. But let me tell y'all the funny thing is I had an ear cancer and little skin cancer in my ear. I think it was back in 2014. And went to this specialist. Kelsey, don't bite that baby. Kelsey likes to make the baby squeal. Watch her. She gonna bite her on the leg, make her holler. See? Told you she was. Kelsey thinks she can make them be a squeaky toy. But anyway, I went to this specialist in Little Rock, and he um, put me in the chair cutting on my ear and did that for over 6.5 hours, keeping it deadened and going deeper and deeper in my ear. And then he says, "Oh, I should have put you to sleep if I'd known it was going to be this much and whatever." And so that was a pretty bad experience, very sore to recover from. No, quit scratching my legs. No. But anyway, uh, so a few months, 2, 3 months ago, my ear is just squishier in the bottom. And I just told the hearing doctor, it's like, the toys you can get to make the crinkle sound. That's what it feels like if I push the bottom of my ear. And every night when I lay on that side, I get that feeling. So I went, the specialist wanted me to go for a hearing test. Well, my watch goes off daily saying loud environment. And I'm like, are you kidding? What we walked out to is a loud environment. So, anyway, I just did the hearing test, but it was scheduled at 2:15. So that's why I'm late getting on here. Didn't get none of the stuff ahead of time. I'd planned on it. But anyway, she told me I need hearing aids. And I was like, nope. I just learned something there. You can see fours watching you from something to mark about, and nobody on Facebook got it. Uh, okay, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not scrolling the right way. I missed Juliet. Leg warmers. Are we discussing the LP dogs? See if I can put that up on my screen. There we go. You had to take your dog to vet today. Uh, she's a healthy girl, 7 pounds. Cool, happy. Good job. I don't know what that'll show, if it shows anything. I'm just punching buttons, y'all. Like I said, I've never went live on my phone like this. Let's see, something else come in. Uh, oh, it's Sharon. Welcome, Sharon. How are you today? Yeah, um, I'm telling you, all the discussions about dogs the past 2 or 3 days, it I've been about ready to load up and make a trip to Florida. Um, it is the poor dog. Those pictures do not show a healthy dog. Um, I would be worried about the grooming of the dog, where they live, and what they've complained about in the past, where they're not, the dog has tick and flea treatment. Um, and the biggest thing is that if that's supposed to be an Anatolian Shepherd, number one, it's not a very quality Anatolian Shepherd. And they are livestock guard dogs. They are not for 6-year-old kids. It takes a very smart trainer to work with them and that breed. And just from what I've seen, excuse me, I would guess that dog is maybe an Anatolian whatever mix. But granted, that wasn't real good pictures um, of the dog. I mean, we didn't get a great picture to show, but the body weight didn't look good. And, everybody kept talking about killing the chickens because of hungry, which could very, for sure be true. But the other thing is that um, it can kill chickens out of boredom too. Welcome. Who we got? Maria. Hey, appreciate you coming in. Um, we're doing good in LOP. Dog breaks my heart. Neglect and abuse. Yeah, and that's why just about every time I'm involved in some of those chats, I say, I pray for that child and any living animals on that property every day. I mean, you know, give me a break. Service dog. I trained two dogs, leader dogs for the blind in Michigan. And man, it's almost like the dog starts out from the womb in training. And they go into a year of intense socialization and getting them around people and noises and other dogs. And they're trained to do their specific thing. They're not going to run off to chase a chicken or I mean, the dogs, sure, they're service dogs that have issue every now and then, but for the most part, they're doing what they're trained to do. And I probably said this before with some of you that's been here. That was my coolest experience, being led in downtown Detroit, blindfolded with a dog leading me. And I'm talking about, it give you chills, just the trust. Now I had to have this ain't working out with something in my hand and chihuahuas too. But it would just give you chills to know the trust that these dogs get put in them. I mean, it's unbelievable. Um, and the first thing when they started talking about this was a service dog and saying it was an Anatolian Shepherd, I was like, ugh, that is definitely not a situation. Let's see, Sharon said, I don't know if it's easier to read on here. It is easy to read when you don't have phone intervention. See, y'all are witnessing. This is phone intervention. Y'all are seeing it live. If they don't want me on the phone, this is what I get. But I couldn't see Sharon's comment. Quit, Bandy. Let's see if try it again. That is what we did with Great Dane. We had for my son and his epileptic seizures. Absolutely. And you know that I was making a thing about somebody posted a comment. I think that was during Tug Show. I don't remember, but wanted a bigger service dog to help with mobility issues and keep them steady when they're standing. And, you know, it takes a little bigger dog. And I was wanting to share pictures. My cousin is showing a Mastiff, and God, well, y'all can look on some of my shorts. He was at the Texarkana dog shows back in February. But uh, he, that's the type of dog that if you get from a puppy, you can teach them, you know, to be whatever you need them to be. But you don't get them as a puppy and put them, you know, not being socialized and people working with them, teaching them, you know, when they keep talking about the dog wants to get out and leave. Well, you know, I can guarantee you a reason why they're leaving. If they're not getting the attention they need, plus if they you know, if they're hungry and they just want human contact. All right, Upsy. They all got, you said happy, needy puppies. You're right. But this is phone intervention. Who said that about the Jack Russell? Um, leg warmer lady said, I trained my Jack Russell to press alarms and bark to get help. Very nice. And Jack Russells are such sweet dogs. I had a period of my oldest one got to be 21, and I had her daughter, and all of them see Q-Tip. Susie Q lived to be 21. Her daughter Q Tip made it to 19, and then her daughter Amen made it to 18. So, and they were so well fun to work with and train. Let me turn this around again if I can remember what I did a while ago. And show you what these guys are doing. Goodness gracious, says it's warm outside. And she comes in and she just melts into the floor. I'm having trouble figuring out where to hold this thing. That's goodness gracious. She's our special needs girl, and you can't really tell nothing's wrong with her until that honey butt starts to go in. Where I can't keep the camera going where they're supposed to. Um, she can move as good as a dog show dog I've ever seen. Beautiful, but she had a nerve in her neck affected while she was being born. That if you can tell now, she's got her butt laid up against my leg. But if I move my leg, we call it control that honey butt, and it'll just sway around. I always said I was going to enter in a dog show and say this was a trick. Shake your butt, shake your butt. Good girl, shake your butt. Good girl. There it is. But her really can't help it. What do you want, little wild Indian? She's going to be fun this weekend, putting her in her first show. Oh, let's see. I've missed some comments. Cotton let me look. I saw needy puppies. They're adorable. Thank you, Maria. Leg lady, warmer lady says, let's think. I don't have any dogs now because of my autistic son can't stand any barking, but I've had many different breeds dogs over the years. I understand that, leg warmer lady. Um, and that can be a challenge. Um, I have a daycare customer that is the golden retriever mix out there that's in one of the doodles, and her grandson is autistic on the spectrum. And when she brought him with her to pick up her dog the other day, he went outside real quick, and I could tell it was the loud barking got to him real quick. But yeah, that's understandable. Man, I'm having to point my camera almost opposite of where it should be. Kelsey's got her inverted sneeze going on over there, and she's wanting Believe to come play. Oh, Kelsey going turbo? Well, where'd that come from? Uh-oh, Kelsey. You got 3-on-1. Uh-oh. Now, Cotton, you don't get serious over there. Cotton. Cotton. Let's not have no seriousness. Yeah, my face. They like to pick on each other. Ooh. Well, y'all appreciate y'all jumping in and finding me that quick. I I'm gonna try to learn. One, I'm gonna get a better tripod thing because my arm is killing me, and I'm trying not to shake the camera. And then I got dogs walking all around me. Bandy, no, they get what's called holding time about this time every evening. It is 3:36 p.m. Central Time, and we're in South Arkansas. Um, but they're I turned the camera back around to show you. They let's see. Let's just have holding time. I call it holding time that they each get in their spot, and this is how they have their meal. And I'm apologizing if I'm being extra shaky. There's Upsy. There's Vandigo. No, no. And Cotton Marie. All right. Everybody's in holding time. And excuse me, they are chilled till they get fed. And y'all look, since goodness is supposedly special for some reason, this is her holding pen under this grooming table. And it is so funny because she will go over and get in her spot um, about this time every day. And we're like, there's not a gate on their door. Oh, it's late in the UK. Let me walk around and y'all bear with me a second. I'm gonna try to turn the camera back around, and I can't be nowhere without at least one chihuahua in my lap. And you're supposed to be, and you're holding here, but she likes to rub it in. Wow, I have I'm out of breath. I have reached out. I want to reach out to. It'd be wonderful. I sent an email to Tug and to see. I really don't want to get in the chaos mess that's been going on, and y'all know what I'm talking about. But I really would be so grateful to get to talk to Tug and just talk about some dog stuff and the right and the wrong. And plus, if I gain a couple viewers from that, that'd be also awesome too. I think I'm up to 240 something. Excuse me, 540 something. And I think the guy that helps me with the dogs has come in. I have cameras. Let me turn around again. I have cameras where I can watch the dogs outside and in the back. And then I have the camera over there. I'm going to have to figure out how I know there is a way, but I don't want to lose you guys. But like zooming in and zooming out, there should be a simple way to do it with your phone like this, I would think. I had to figure out the buttons though. Um, but I would like doing it this way because I want to take y'all with me to the dog shows and change camera to front wide view. I don't understand. Oh well. So wow, got 13 in the chat or 19 in the chat. Let's see, we got 2 on Facebook. Welcome you Facebook folks. I'm on my phone, so I can't see who it is, but thank you for joining. And we got 17 on something to bark about. Wow, that's a better audience than I've had in a long time. Maybe running late is a good thing. I don't know who else was streaming today, but I listened to JJ Bean this morning. I missed most of Mr. Coop because of customers coming in and out, but that's your income, so I'm not gonna complain with people bringing me their babies. Let's see. Anybody else? Like I said, this first time I've tried to read chat on my phone and doing a show at the same time. Need stabilization. Jeremy said something about stabilizing on the phone when he's out and about. I understand, and I'm sure I'm shaking back and forth because in trying to hurry, I found this little bitty portable uh, tripod thing I got handheld, and if I hold it with one hand and don't support my phone, then I start shaking. You fell asleep with Mr. Coop. Well, I'm sure he wouldn't be feel too bad. He sounded like he was sick. Uh did he say anything about under the weather or anything? Because like I said, I caught a little part of the first of it and then I had it muted and just hadn't had time to go back and watch the show. I'll be on the replay crew, but just he sounded like he had the old crud that's been going around. And I know here in South Arkansas, it's been pollen. It's been horrible. Everything is yellow. I went out to my van the other day and I didn't even want to get in the outside. Didn't want to get near it. It was like an inch of pollen on it. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all joining me. I'm sorry I was late. I'll try to do better Wednesday. We still gonna get an interview. I like I said, I reached out to Tug, and man, that would be huge to get to interview him because I'd have to ask him what to do to add somebody and get all the boomer tips ahead of time. But I also believe things work the way they're supposed to work. So I just try to live every day loving on all these babies and couldn't ask for a better world. But we're gonna get going. The babies will start going home here in less than 15 minutes. So it gets pretty wild when daycare babies are getting picked up. But I hope y'all have a blessed rest of your day. And remember, there's always something to bark about. See ya.